Everything makes me nervous. I think the worst problem that I have is during training is when somebody tells me, okay, you have this set to do, and my first question comes to my mind is, well, is it a 5-minute round, or how many rounds of 5 minutes we're going to do? We're going to do 3 rounds or 4 rounds, because I don't know. It's like almost like an OCD kind of thing, or I'm real bad about ADD. I can't stay focused, but when it comes to training in the fight, basically training, let's just go back to training, is that I want to know when's my end. Because if I get in my head, if I got to give you 10 rounds, I'm going to give you 10 rounds. If you tell me, a good trainer of mine, Dave Velasquez.
Hi, little Dave. Call me the mad
his
scientist.
His philosophy is always expect the unexpected, and he always trained me that way, where I wouldn't have an end, and I would beg for an end and say, okay, how many rounds? He goes, well, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you the rounds when I tell you the rounds when I think you're pushing out, and that would just mentally just get me so frustrated because I didn't know. One good point that we were doing this conditioning workout, I had to push the bag, cross the floor, then get over, turn around, pick the dummy up, run across the mat, lay it down, and then sprint back and forth. Well, it was supposed to be 1 5-minute round. It was my last whole deal, my last whole conditioning thing. And I'm doing the workout, but I keep hearing beep, beep, just every other second I hear the timer turn off, the timer turn back, and finally I'm like, what is that sound, Dave? Dave goes, you're not pushing, you're not doing the workout, you're walking from one place to the other, and I'm stopping the time. I should have been done already. It's already been like 10 minutes. He goes, well, do your workout, don't stop. And it made me so mad. I mean, we got in a huge argument. I finished the workout. He decides to yell at me, you got one more round. I go, I'm not doing one more round. You keep mind screwing me with the damn timer. I'm thinking I'm done, and you keep running the damn time. I'm out of here. And literally, I take off running for the front door. He's chasing me with a stick, with one of those Kimura sticks, and he starts swinging at my legs so I won't go out the door. And I go, no. And I check it, I push him out of the way, and I run out the door, and I take off running. And I come back 20 minutes later, and he goes, why'd you leave? I said, I'm not doing your workout. You keep playing with the clock. You keep messing with my mind, and I can't do that. And then I realized it's that OCD. I have to know when my beginning and my end. And if I don't get that, I freak out. And that's one thing about MMA. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't control that. But I at least can control how many rounds I'm going to do, how much exertion I'm going to do. If I want to be here for an hour, okay, let's program it in. I'm here for an hour. Let's get this done. But you can't do that in MMA. You can't do that in the cage. Once that cage shuts, that's you, and that's it. That's you and him. And going 17, almost 18 years in this sport, I always get the same question. Pretty much every time I run into a new fan, to an old fan, to even a guy that's been watching the sport for the same time, for the same amount of time, and it's always the same question. Do I get nervous? Yeah, I get nervous. Do I get scared? Yes, I get scared. And the crazy part is, from day one, even from my first USWF fight to now, till tomorrow, till March, I'm going to get nervous. And I've always been that person to get really nervous, because I'm always thinking about what's the end, what's going to be the end, what's going to happen. And I can't do that. I get so nervous. And from day one, when I fought USWF, when I fought my second cage match, when I fought the IFC, when I fought that cage match, nervous. The main thing that people trip out about is that I puke my brains out. I'm scared. I'm just I can't hold the anticipation that I'm gonna go in there and fight somebody, and I just puke my brains out, just like butterflies. I don't know what's going to happen. And one story was I was in IFC, drove across country, went to go fight my first cage match. It was a 4-man tournament. Jason Gotzi, Rocky Bastini, Gan McGee, all these top level guys in there, and I'm coming from Amarillo, Texas, and the one time that really got me, I'm standing there before they call me out, and there's the ring girl here to my right, ring girl here to my left, security behind me, Security in front of me, had nowhere to go. Had to puke. And I turned to my right and shot. And it just, like a stream, just went right over the ring girl's head. Just right over, puke. And she had no clue that I just threw up over her head. Because, most ring girls are really short. And it just went everywhere. Went in there and did great. But it never fails. It never fails from my very first fight all the way to the UFC, to Strikeforce, to Affliction. It's amazing that everybody walks by me and I'm hacking my brains out. I mean, it's not present. It's not like, a little puking, a little spitting. It's just from the gut, from the knees all the way up, just coming out. And one time I was puking my brains out and making all this noise, and Randy Couture opens the door and he goes, "You okay?" "Oh, he's fine. He's good." "Oh, I'm great. It's normal." He's like, "Wow." He goes, "I'm surprised you're still fighting." And it's never changed. And it's just nerves. It's something that it's something that I kind of look forward to and I kind of get nervous for, because if I don't do it, I think I lost the feel for the sport. If I do it, I know I still got the rush for the sport. Almost 50 plus fights. I still love this sport, and I'm still nervous as hell, and I look at the fight and I want to go compete, but I don't understand what the competing about, and it just makes me so nervous, and I puke my brains out. And every fight, I don't think it's ever going to change. I think once it does change one of these days, where I don't get so nervous and get so scared, I probably have to walk away. But till this day, even now, sometimes when I know I'm going to do high-level sparring with Bruno or the guys at AKA, with anybody, I can normally be a high-level sparring session, I get the nerves. And I have to cough up something or puke something out. And that's one of those things that, if you don't have it deep down inside to fight, if you don't have that fear, if you think it's just another day in the office, you're wrong. It's something serious. Can't change that.